This kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
Welcome back, everybody. A little bit of an intro to the first part of this episode. Unfortunately, I lost the audio of the first part of this video, so I am recording again what I did originally for about, 20-25 minutes, maybe less, because I'm replaying, and then at some point the episode will be normal again, original footage. I don't know what happened with my audio. I don't know, I just lost it, or overwritten it with the one from another episode. We were talking with Jahan, so let's continue. Oh yeah, now Frederick has to answer. Yeah, Frederick doesn't like Jahan that much, not because of his attitude, but because of his manners. I believe he was not very comfortable talking to him. Anyway, animals are not better than humans, they just don't know any better, true. Quite a difference, that, true. Animals, in fact, have no morality. They don't agree on a morality scale. That's why they can be excused of everything and justified. Though this is not what Frederick would say. I remember answering this, but maybe... Yeah, I don't really have a neutral answer here, because Frederick would be very neutral, you know. He doesn't like Jan, but doesn't want to antagonize him necessarily. I will have to go with this one, because it seems like the softer one, not the softer one, but the one that Frederick would agree most with, even though Frederick actually enjoys animals and everything. He just doesn't understand Jan, though. And then we have Regina. Regina would not exactly agree with Jan. I don't think anybody likes him here, but she would be kind of more understanding. She would understand his point of view, but not share it. Humans tend to upset the natural order rather than live in harmony with it. I don't know, I don't agree. Again, humans have a morality scale. It's all different. It's very different. Some people are unable to see the difference. Too many, in my opinion, but... Agreed, show me a deer that can write poetry or build a castle and I'll never burden or butcher another one. Until then, I won't mind venison. Regina knows how to talk with animals, but she's very pragmatic about it. She knows how to speak with animals because it's advantageous to her.
You are human, all too human, and you place trust in your fellows. But one day, a stab in the back will tell you, I am right.
Yeah, at this point, Frederick really didn't like Jan, because he didn't take very well the stab in the back. He's thinking, maybe Jahan is going to stab me in the back. That's not... I mean, if you wanted to be a companion, that's not the way you present yourself, definitely. Jahan did not start very well with our friends here. So sorry, Jan, I don't like him either, if I have to be honest.
I know, for I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals.
Yeah, Frederick really doesn't like him. Anyway, You prefer the latter, okay? There are plenty of poor people that struggle that wouldn't mind silken cushions. Now, he probably was in not a very good environment because he's talking about being poisoned and rivals. Probably very powerful men that fell into disgrace. Frederick doesn't care still.
In the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf. Yes, beware the bear. But their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power.
I mean, which is partially true. Then again, nature is free because it doesn't have any laws. You can do whatever you want. There is no repercussions. There is no morality. That's why you're free. I don't think Jan caught this exactly. You know, he's a little bit of an hypocrite. But, I mean...
This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
All right. This conversation ended here, and then I wanted to talk with him again. I talked with him again.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter? May they be pertinent, Hunter.
I'm intrigued by your love for animals. I clicked on this one. If you don't mind me saying so, you don't quite seem like the loving type. Yeah. Frederick would investigate on this.
You are right and you are wrong, Hunter. Right precisely because I was wronged. As you long have guessed, the wound that ever bleeds was inflicted unto me by one of our species. Though in many ways she was beyond human scope.
Frederick doesn't believe in letting one experience color all the rest of your life. He's very optimist. He has been betrayed, actually, because I kind of had a backstory for him. He was poor, he was a thief, he was abandoned by both his parents, and he just survived. He decided to enroll in the Source Hunter Academy because he was poor and needed a stipend. He needed something to live on. He wasn't going, to sleep under bridges and eat whatever the street cat was eating. As soon as he became of age, or the right age to enter the academy, he did so. Now, it's pointless for me to give my characters a backstory because I don't know what the game... I mean, I feel like the game will surprise me in the future. I have this feeling. I don't know where I got it, right? Anyway... You see, from Frederick's point of view, somebody backstabbed this guy, and then he hates everybody. Also, she was beyond human scope, probably a demon, probably somebody that was corrupted by a demon, probably his girlfriend, very probably his girlfriend. Let's go on.
My station was a high one once, until I was brought very low. I learned among the dregs that men are the same everywhere. Whether they approach you in a back alley reeking of sewer, or the jasmine-scented corridors of royal castles, they smile at you warmly, like friends would, as they fondle their daggers' hilts behind their backs.
Again, this is quite true. Again, is this all people? No, it's not. Jahan is very antagonistic. Again, the more he talks, the less Frederick is liking him. Regina is just neutral. She doesn't care. Again, humans may appear the worst, but that's usually because we judge them by moral human standards. Otherwise, they would be probably regular animals. You know, they would behave like regular animals. It's just animals get a pass when they eat their cubs, when they leave behind a puppy, when they kill each other, and when they eat each other alive. I don't know if he's complaining because he lost his privilege or because he thinks himself whoever, you know, very important.
You are right that I lost affection, but I found it again among the beasts, among the stray cats and street dogs with whom I shared my all too meager meals. Over time, the deer of the forest no longer fled when I approached. Birds would gladly perch upon my hand and eat from my palm. I found among them a serenity unseen amid humanity. There you are wrong, because for them I harbor a vivid love indeed.
Where are you from then?
I am not from any place anymore.
Blah blah blah.
I go where my quest leads me. Besides, the name would mean nothing to you. The glorious city in the glorious kingdom where I was born.
Very mysterious, saying a lot of things without saying nothing at all. Frederick is stressed out. I remember really feeling like Frederick was on edge, about to punch him or something. I don't know why. When I think Regina, I think, alright, whatever, you know?
I remember them well, the sandstone castles, hued like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. The fountained gardens and halls of pearl-colored marble inlaid with gemstones set in shapes of plants and beasts. Yes, I can see them still, though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages, they dissolve upon approach. Time, it frays the foundations of memory.
Maybe he's a demon himself, I don't know, because as you see later, he won't be with us for long. He might be the victim of a demon as well. He sounds like a genie to me, like... Don't know why. Why do you hunt demons?
For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep.
Okay, list the obvious ones.
1. Their scourge taints the natural world. 2. Their machinations irreversibly corrupt minds.
What about minds should be stronger than being corrupted?
3. Their perversions seek to end all beauty.
You know what? I have no idea because I never met one and I don't have any lore about this, so I can't even debate this, even if I could, which I can't, so...
4. Their schemes unhinge the fabric of space and time.
That's interesting. About the fabric of space and time.
5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic harmony.
Many hours pass before Jahan stops enumerating his reasons. You are very sorry indeed that you asked. Frederick would be. Should party members really keep secrets from one another? Another thing that Frederick doesn't like.
Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no questions asked. I have my secrets. Undoubtedly, you have yours. They are ours to keep.
Yeah, being cross-dressed under a spell of a dominant goblin is irrelevant. It's private. It's your thing, whatever it is. Keeping a secret that could endanger the whole party, that's another thing. You know, we are not talking about something private, because if this guy is a demon, if this guy is involved in something we shouldn't be involved with, it's different. Private secret and a secret that can destroy a party. Right? Very simple.
More prey awaits.
Alright, let's leave. Now, I started talking with Madora because I was talking with everybody, and then I said, why not,
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
And I remember...
Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the gnashing hordes, eh?
I remember asking her why was she so suspicious of magic and magician.
Frankly, it surprises me you lot are so eager to work with them. In my experience, they're kinda less reliable than used wagon sales dwarfs from Yuthel War.
Wagon sales dwarfs.
Heed me, comrade. You can't trust a wizard, witch, diviner, conjurer, or seer farther than you can throw 'em.
With your aversion to all things unnatural, why aren't you bothered by our own use of magic?
Well, comrade, I've been around long enough, but not that long, mind, to know that little in this world can be split categorically into light and dark.
Yep.
My distrust of magic is instinctive after my years as a source hunter. But I also know that, at times, using the enemy against itself is the only way to make a lick of progress.
Makes sense for her, and for Frederick too.
So toss your cadabra elixirs and your illusion scrolls to high heavens, comrades. As long as I don't see a hint of darkness about you, you've got nothing to fear from old Medora.
And that's it, because I think we already asked everything else. Then I started moving this way. And there was a rat around here. And I talked with it. Let's see if he's gonna say the same things to me.
Nemris is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart as him.
Yeah, he talks about Nemris. I remember reading an epitaph in the cemetery about Nemris. On a tomb, I don't know what that means. And then I noticed this door.
The city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
That's it. I went straight for the captain of the guard because I wanted to ask him about exhuming the corpse, right? That's what I wanted to do.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Ah, yes, I also wanted to go to Aru because I wanted to buy a spell book for Regina. Then I noticed these people again. But then I had more pressing things to do. So, the captain of the guard has nothing for you, literally. I can't talk to him about a body at all. So I went to Aru. And while I was trying to talk to him, I think I found some information.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. By all means.
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
Here it is. Let's discuss Jake's corpse. I thought he would give me, the permission to exhume. There is.
It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried.
There.
It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though.
Uh-huh.
A chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard.
In any case, I cannot ask him about exhuming. And then I found the second teleporter pyramid in Lady Cecilia's bathroom. Didn't peg you for a peeping tomcat.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat.
I mean, if it wasn't one, it was the other, right?
What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
Alright, that's weird. I don't like it. You're not a cat. Naru. Leave Maxine alone. Gosh. He's so creepy. I don't know why. I just can't. Then I bought for Regina Burning Touch. This one. Anyway, don't worry. I will have already bought it in the future. So, let's go. I went back downstairs and decided to stop playing. And I was right here, listening to these people again.
Come on now, I think that was an insult.
Welcome back. I've decided to investigate this thing before I waylay myself anymore. It looks like it's a quest, or at least a dialogue, something. And then we are going to the Undertaker, and then we are going to do something I should have done before, really, but I postponed, which is talking to Victoria about Egglander. Alright? I was about to go to the Undertaker directly, and then I was like, this is the second time I'm in front of these people. Let's do this, you know, let's do this. Whatever happens, happens. I want XPs.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Wow, she has a pretty impressive scar.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you've got here. Is the woman in this cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal.
Is she?
We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls.
Fat old rat? Is that a euphemism for a person you really don't like, or was it actually a rat?
I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Wow.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you had the space. No, we couldn't guarantee she'd do more than piddle on the floor and maul your furniture.
I could take her? Oh, I'll take my leave. So this is a companion and I can take her? I thought I was going to see Virius inventory, but okay. You know what? You know how I mentioned before that Frederick doesn't really like Jahan? Maybe we should try somebody else. I could understand Jahan, I just can't be bothered to. I want a chill play. I don't want a grumpy one in the party. I'm really not in the mood. And I kinda see... I mean, I will play it some other time, but... play with him some other time, but I can see where his story is going. While I could understand Jahan, and Regina also could, Frederick doesn't really appreciate him. He doesn't. So I am going to dismiss Jahan, I believe, and try this woman, if they give her to me, Bairdotr. But I have to have the slot open. By the way, another interesting thing that I completely forgot about is that the tutorial told me that something happened in our hub. Apparently we opened another area, so I have to remember to check that as well. I'm writing things down because, oh my god.
Come on with it.
So, just give me a minute.
The face. Ugly'll be the least of it.
How do we... Ah, yeah, I can just tell them to leave.
What can I do for you, source hunter?
The beast speaks. So
I need you to leave the party for the present. This is it, right?
Do you now? Yours is this mistake to make, hunter.
Of course.
And yours is the opportunity to set it right.
Ah,
Until then, I shall be in the King Crab.
so... it's like in Baldur's Gate 1, for example, where everybody was going to stay at that inn. I don't remember the name of. I mean, if you discarded a companion, the companion was always there. Cool, because I never experienced Jahan in combat. You're probably thinking, oh my god, she's crazy because Regina doesn't have... I mean,
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows
she's only a wizard that's an expert in fire and earth spells, while Jahan is an expert in air and water. I have plans, and these plans involve Regina becoming proficient at everything. Will this be a mistake? I don't know. Anyway, this is how I'm going to do it, and if everything goes wrong, I'm going back and I'm gonna pick Jahan again. He doesn't fit with my party right now, and doesn't fit with my mood at all. Whoops, poof. So let's pick up this woman.
Careful, Source Hunter. If I keep my eyes off this cage, the beast's liable to risk an escape.
Wait, can I talk to her first?
Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust. Her hands tense into claws, held at the ready.
I think this woman might be a bow user. I can read. I don't really appreciate voiced narration, actually, and I especially didn't like this one. I don't understand why it had to sound so, I don't know, seductive. I don't even know. Then again, a lot of people sound weird to me. Like, the voice acting is good, but people sound weird. I don't know if it's on purpose or not. Anyway, I only wonder who you are. Bairdotr.
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. She clears her throat.
Yeah, I can read that faster than you. Let's go on.
I am Bairdotr.
Bairdotr.
To find trouble with the Screech woman.
Screech woman.
Startled me.
All right.
And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable.
You know the history? I don't know it. Oh, she has arrows. How did you end up in this cage?
This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting.
Hunting.
I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose.
What's a Screech woman?
But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me.
Mother would... Okay, this is interesting. She's a wildling or something? Okay, can I have her now?
Careful, Source Hunter. If I keep my eyes off this cage, the beast's liable to risk an escape.
I want to experiment a bit with this woman. Frederick finds her interesting. What will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Why not? I mean, yeah, because technically she beat a person, alright. Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs. Yeah, Frederick would be enticed by this kind of project, you know.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
And Regina wouldn't be okay with it, but I want this companion, so I'm gonna make them agree. I'm not gonna risk chance, you know, I'm not gonna risk chance over having a companion that might be actually better than Jan. We can't have one of our team wandering off in the wilds when we need her to be watching our backs. I don't know. Regina also has more charisma, so I'm just gonna put myself in trouble if I make them disagree. So a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation. Well, not really. That's not what Regina would say, but I want her.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Regina would probably prefer Jahan.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Yeah, because I don't think they could keep her forever, because maybe the fact that she attacked the Screech woman was really self-defense because she got scared.
Sorry, sir. Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder.
Oh well.
Don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
What is...
Sorry, sir.
Let's see what she is. She has arrows. Her own things. She has a pointing bow. Perfect. What is this even? Tenebrium allows you to equip more powerful Tenebrium weapons. What is Tenebrium anyway? I never heard of it. I don't know what it is. No defenses. She's level 3. She's an expert marksman. 2 points. Okay, this is perfect. I wanted an archer, actually. Yeah, it's gonna be harsh on Regina because I'm gonna make her a full wizard, full proficiencies with everything. Maybe she will be less proficient in witchcraft, but she will be as proficient as I can make her in all the elemental schools. It's gonna be harsh on her, but alright. Unless we find another companion that we like more. No personality. She has 2 points in Lore Master. Okay, Regina already has that, but these 2 points are fixed points. She has them already. So if I don't feel like upgrading Regina, it's fine. No nasty deeds. Arrow recovery, yeah. Good. Stench. Stench decreases everyone's attitude toward you by 25, but melee opponents will find you less attractive in combat. That's perfect. And she's not meant to be the face of our party. She's not. I don't think she's well versed in human things, right? But let's talk with her a little bit. These are your things. I look at them before pick them up. She has a dagger. Oh, she has a there's a problem with her bow. +1 due to level difference. How is your bow better than your skill, Bairdotr? Ah, well. Do I have another bow? Okay, you know what, Bairdotr? Try this one. Oh, it's the same.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again.
No, this one is better, you see. She doesn't have any penalty. Give this to Frederick, please.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get the shining recruit.
Sorry, sir.
Ah, that's a good dagger for Frederick.
Think that's funny, Private?
Alright then. Yeah. I'm not gonna steal it from her. But yeah. Let's talk with her directly.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind.
Yeah, she definitely sounds like a feral kid. Something like that, I don't know, daughter of the wolves. I don't know.
In home forests, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Now, she seems to have a realistic view of things here, an objective one. She seems to have been brought up, I don't know, in nature or in a feral kind of state, but she seems to understand human nature, or at least the differences that,
Sorry, sir.
you know, between nature and human society. She's a far more interesting, but there is little in our world more variable than the minds of man. It is the source of great beauty and much despair. And all of it is uniquely human. Yep. Yes, as you've noticed, we are an unpredictable species. It's likely to kill as to heal, true. It's the best to be wary of those you meet for this very reason. Yes, you have to be wary of people in general.
Sorry, sir.
But I think she knows how to defend herself. I kinda get the vibe. I don't feel like she's completely oblivious to human nature and human society. Yes, as you've noticed... okay, this was not voiced, but alright. Regina is talking now. We may be unpredictable, but it serves one better to hope for the best than to assume the worst. Like attracts like, after all. Nah, that would be something that Frederick would say. I absolutely don't believe that like attracts like. Sadly, if only, right? If only it worked like that. Good people would never attract bad ones, but... Indeed, for all our progress, we are a savage species at heart. Regard a human as you would a rabid animal, ready to attack at any moment. Kinda, yeah. That's a little bit harsh, though.
If you say it is so, then wary I will be. As the god wolf Amira commanded Threes. Win you from your wicked world, or cold company will corrupt you.
I don't know anything about the god wolf Amira, if you can explain. I don't know anything about anything here. Oh, that's it. That's our first interaction. But I want to know about her background, possibly. I think I need to have to talk to her a little bit more. Where are you going? Come here.
You say you will take me under your wing. But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Oh, you're a child of the bears? Oh, good God. I love bears, don't I?